Hi guys, welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and I'm
Thomas.
joined by Thomas, obviously, who's very keen to get stuck in. Alright, easy now. We are on the final episode of An Unearthly Child, part 4, as we continue our walk through the Doctor Who universe right from the start. Let us know what you make of this story. We'd love to hear your comments down below, and do give us a like and a subscribe as well, because that really helps us out. And should we get straight into the episode?
Let's do it. We've got to watch the intro every time. It just gets better and better to watch.
Dr. Oho, there we go.
Yeah, what is that O? Last night in Soho.
But I know in some episodes, rather than just reusing the footage they'd already shot to restart the next episode from the cliffhanger, they would reshoot bits, and so sometimes it's not actually the same.
Drive him out!
Did they not just throw a stone at him?
Drive him out!
That's horrendous.
So did the Doctor just instigate... I think the Doctor has just instigated a stoning.
What is it with the Doctor and stoning people to death? So this isn't Earth, right? This planet?
Yeah, this is just Earth.
Oh, it is, right,
This is
yeah.
literally just cave people from Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels to me like this is the big showdown. There's a bit of an attempt, is there, to make the lighting look like flickering of fire.
Yeah. It creates quite a cool strobe effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you buy that as a fight. It feels like they're fighting each other. Where's he got a rock?
Oh, flip.
Oh, gosh. There we go. That's pretty brutal, isn't it? Doctor's
Dave.
like, finally!
Dave, you were meant to use the polystyrene rock for that scene. Looks like they've just got some candles in the foreground.
Does it look a bit like that?
Some tea lights. Happy birthday to you. Just drinking this scene, Paul. The first Doctor eating a kebab. Does that not just warm your heart?
I have the meat, and I have the stick.
That's all you need for a kebab.
There you go.
Stacked it.
Down.
Oh no.
The rest of the Doctor just tramples her. Doesn't care.
Yeah. The Doctor, I mean, I'm really disappointed in him, to be honest, at the moment. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is exhilarating. The quick
TARDIS.
get in the TARDIS. And you get a real sense that the TARDIS is like, it feels like home, doesn't it? It feels like a refuge. Oh, and that's so cool. They probably just did a shot with it there, took it away, kept the camera in the same place.
You can tell those roundels in the back are just a flat wall.
Now, what is the radiation read, Susan?
Pretty normal, Grandfather.
Normal. Oh,
Dun, dun,
no.
dun. That is the end of the first Doctor Who story.
Like, really, the format hasn't changed in terms of Doctor meets companions. They're kind of just completely baffled by him and the TARDIS and kind of, in a way, against their wishes, whisked off to a completely different time. They end up being separated. They go through some trials, make it back to the TARDIS, and then it all happens again. And it's a timeless, I don't want to say formula because I don't think it is formulaic, but those kind of elements.
I just thought you were going to say it's a timeless child, and I was like, listen, you don't need to talk about that. It's fine.
Well, remember, he is the timeless child. Yeah. I think in terms of the different bits, as you say, the Doctor doesn't come off well from that first story overall, does he? Particularly.
No, not really at all. I mean, given that he is the title character, he's not painted in a good light. Like I said, Ian almost comes across as the hero of the piece, which is almost, when he's saying at the end, no, he's the leader, and he's pointing to the Doctor, kind of feels, I don't know, just slightly strange, because you don't feel you've really seen the Doctor do the leading particularly yet, and he is this slightly morally ambiguous character at the moment. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised by this, to be honest, because I kind of thought, like, I was looking forward when we started this to watching the first episode, because it's a classic, and I couldn't really remember much about these three, but I knew it was the Stone Age stuff, and I knew it was with the cavemen. It didn't drag for me, and I enjoyed it, and there were bits in each one I enjoyed. I'd say for that last one, if I had to pick a favourite thing from that final episode, I'd probably pick the fight, for the kind of reasons I said before, that it came across as a good fight, and it has quite a brutal ending, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought that was really well done.
You believed that they were actually punching each other. And I think, to be honest, they were actually punching each other. The music was good. Yeah. The wind is just a constant soundscape throughout. And you can believe that fire is important to these guys because it's sort of, you get a sense that it's quite grim and cold. Yeah,
it did feel like a, because you had the kind of cave scenes, and then you had the scenes in the foresty area, and then you also had the kind of slightly more barren landscape where the TARDIS was. It felt like a big area they inhabited. As I think back on the story, it doesn't come across like a studio in a small space. It felt like a real environment. Yeah,
to speak in sort of gaming terms, the map of the episode was quite large, wasn't it?
Yeah. It
was a bit of an open world game.
At the end there, you're beginning to get you see the first idea the Doctor isn't really in control of the TARDIS, and that gives them a sort of a way to throw them into adventures, because why wouldn't he just take Ian and Barbara back home when Ian and Barbara don't want to be there and stuff? Why would Ian and Barbara keep going around with him and Susan? There's no real reason unless they think they have to, so they're kind of thrown in. So I quite like that as well. I think that's a good kind of trope at this stage. I don't know whether it gets explained later on, I can't remember, but I think generally the consensus is that it's because the TARDIS is stolen, so he doesn't know, like he'd maybe never flown a TARDIS before, he's just nicked it and isn't really qualified to be doing the job of flying.
Oh, well, Paul, it's been a pleasure. See you soon.
Yes, thank you for that, and I'll see you for the next one.